I don't know. Hello. Today, this is I Can't Say It, day 225. Alrighty, that means it's August 13th. How y'all feeling out there, folks? Today was a ride home kind of day, and that's what I did. Felt pretty good, actually. Spending a little bit more time getting out of the seat, getting the legs stretched so that when the slight uphills come, it's not too difficult. So on the whole, I felt pretty good. Not my best time, but then I don't know how it took into account stopping off at my son's school to see who his teacher is going to be. And we saw who his teacher is going to be, and it's a female teacher, a teacher with at least a few years' experience, so that's always a good thing. How excited my son is for school is another subject altogether. I get the impression he's not really looking forward to it. And that's okay. I'm not really sure how much I looked forward to school too when I was going into the 5th grade. Kind of funny, huh? I know that I probably looked forward to it. I think I didn't mind the learning bit. I don't have any ill feelings about the learning. I have very few memories of being in the 5th grade. I think my only real big memory is looking at the board and not being able to read it. So that means that, so then they took me to the eye doctor and I needed glasses. So I wore glasses until I was about 25. And then I started using, contact lenses. And that's what I'm wearing right now. For the past year, it's funny, my contact lenses were set up such that they were designed so that it was easy for me to read the computer screen. But up close, it was harder, and so I've had a bit of a time trying to focus. And now I got a new prescription, where I said, let's not worry about this, let's worry about up here. And guess what? I am extremely happy with where my contact lens prescription is right now. I can see here, I can hold it up, I don't have to squint. If I pull out this piece of paper here, which is my Aesop Fables, which I haven't read in a while, there's no issue with me reading it. Before, sometimes I'd have to focus my eyes, rub them to try to get the contact lenses to sit properly, but no, not anymore. Now the lenses are sitting properly. Up close reading is not difficult at all. Do I want to read an Aesop's Fable? Let's see. The Milkmaid and Her Pail. I don't know anything about this one. It's new to me. After milking the farmer's cows, a milkmaid was carrying the pail of milk on her head to the dairy and thinking to herself, with the cream that I shall get from this milk, I can make some butter, which I'll take to market and sell. I'll buy some eggs with the money, and when hatched, I'll have some chickens for a poultry yard. I can sell the poultry, and with the money, I'll buy a fine gown to wear to the fair. All the young men will admire me and make advances, but I shall toss my head and dismiss them. At which, lost in her ambitious thoughts, she did toss her head, dropping the pail and the milk on the ground, dashing her dreams. And the moral is, don't count your chickens. Interesting. She had great dreams, and then when she was a little too careless, they all went away. The only problem, of course, is that she can go get another pail of milk once she goes and gets the milk from the cows to the next day. I don't know how frequently you can milk a cow. I would guess once a day, because the baby cows do need to drink on a regular basis. Funny that we think it's okay, excuse me, for humans to drink cow milk. Gotta wonder about that, don't you? We're drinking the milk that comes from cows, but the milk that comes from cows are supposed to go to baby cows so that baby cows can grow up big and strong. I think there's going to be a time when people will realize that drinking cow milk is not good for humans. Sure, we've been doing, or goat milk for that matter, or any other milk. Well, not soy milk or almond milk, because those don't come from animals. But it does make you wonder, doesn't it? because very likely people will probably go the way of vegetarians and not eat animals for meat. I do see that far down the road. Not today, though, because including myself included, I do enjoy a good steak. But, if you really think about it, these are live animals. And I do know that, yes, there is a food chain, and that the animal at the top of the food chain eats the lower animals to survive. The question is, are we at the top of the food chain? Should we be at the top of the food chain? Lazy thinkers will say yes. I say, I don't know. The one reason why you would want to keep humans eating, because if you're at the top of the food chain, then you're keeping the populations under control. But the problem is the food we're eating is cows and chickens and pigs and goats, rabbits. But it's the other animals that we have to care about, whether we're looking at the bears, the mountain lions, the bobcats. See, they have their own food chain, but I don't see humans as being part of that food chain. I guess they are when the mountain lions die, when cars hit them. But I don't know that that's the intention of nature for us to do things that way. I would think that the mountain lions would survive as long as they could. I mean, we all know they're territorial, and so they have to have their own area. And when humans are encroaching on their area, then you're going to have conflict. You're going to have mountain lions in areas like we have in San Mateo, and we actually had one in San Jose several years ago who made its way all the way to Harwood and Blossom Hill, so that he got way down into the city, way down into the city. It'll make you think, where are we going to be in 100 years? Don't know. Okay, well, as you've seen so far, I've yawned 3 times, which means I'm just a little bit tired, so I'm going to go to sleep. And when I wake up, I'm going to ride off to work. That should be a hoot. It's always fun. It's the last day before school starts on Wednesday, so that's going to be a challenge, dealing with all that traffic. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening, and I will see you all tomorrow.